Let me ask you something. How many times have you felt like time just slipped away? Maybe you sat down to work on something important only to find yourself scrolling through social media, or maybe you kept putting off a task until it was too late. You start the day with good intentions, but by the time you look up, hours have passed and you haven't made any progress on what really matters. How many opportunities have you missed because you let time slip by? How many dreams, plans, or ambitions have been delayed simply because you allowed distractions to steal your time? Time is precious. It's the one thing we all have in equal measure, but it's also the one thing we can never get back. So what are you doing with your time? Are you using it to get closer to your goals, or are you letting it slip away in the noise of everyday life? Let me make something clear. Time is a non-renewable resource. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't buy it back. You can't rewind it. You can't pause it and take a break. Every second that ticks by is one you'll never have again. Think about it. Every moment you waste is a moment that will never return to you. And yet we treat time like it's endless, like we can afford to let it slip through our fingers. But the truth is, we can't. Once time is gone, it's gone forever. And as much as you want to rewind, as much as you wish you could get it back, the reality is harsh. You can't. The clock is ticking. The time is passing, and with every minute that goes by, you have the chance to either move closer to your goals or further away from them. So, what are you going to do with that precious time? Now let me show you the difference between those who waste their time and those who maximize it. One group will live with regret, wishing for more time, while the other will look back on their life and know that they used every second wisely. The people who succeed, the ones who look back with pride, didn't get there by letting time slip away. They understood the value of every moment, and they treated their time with the respect it deserved. On the other hand, those who waste their time are the ones who end up feeling stuck, regretting all the opportunities they never seized because they didn't act when they had the chance. So, where do you fall in this? Are you wasting time, or are you using it to build the future you've always dreamed of? Today, I'm going to show you how to stop wasting your time and how to start using every moment to move closer to your dreams. I'll give you practical, actionable strategies to eliminate distractions, focus on what truly matters, and build a life where time isn't something that slips away, but something that works for you. So, let's make this commitment now. No more wasted time. Are you ready to start making every second count? Time wasted doesn't just disappear into thin air. Neither your potential, your dreams, and your future. Wasted time is like a sinking ship. You don't always see it happening, but it's slowly taking everything with it. You may not notice the small losses in the moment, but when you look back, you'll see the toll it's taken. Every minute you waste could have been used to move you one step closer to your goals. Every hour spent procrastinating is an hour you'll never get back. And with every day that goes by, those small losses add up, leaving you farther behind. Think about it. What would your life look like if you took every minute and used it to get closer to your goals? What would happen if you treated every hour as an investment in your future? The cost of wasting time is not just lost moments. It's the lost opportunity to become the person you're meant to be. Wasting time doesn't only affect your work or your goals, it affects every area of your life. When you waste time, you're not just delaying one project or task. You're holding yourself back in every way. Take a look at someone who procrastinates on their work. Not only are they not accomplishing their career goals, but they're also neglecting their health, their relationships, and their personal growth. When time is wasted in one area, it spreads like a ripple, impacting everything around it. Imagine this: a person spends hours scrolling on their phone, distracted from their work. By the time they look up, they've missed opportunities to spend quality time with their loved ones, to focus on their health, or to develop a new skill. All those lost moments add up. And before long, they realize that they've let time slip through their hands. What if those minutes you spend wasting time could be spent creating something meaningful? What if every decision you made about how you spend your time was a step forward in building the life you've always wanted? Time doesn't always get wasted in huge chunks. Often it's the small moments, the ones that seem insignificant at the time, that add up. You check your phone for a few minutes, Then you get distracted by a conversation. Then you find yourself watching a video or reading an article. Before you know it, an hour has passed. Rhetorical question. What if those small moments of distraction are actually the big moments that are holding you back from your true potential? These small distractions are often the hardest to notice because they seem harmless. But those seemingly minor moments of wasted time are actually stealing from your future. One click, one scroll, and one interruption at a time. The real cost isn't the few seconds spent here and there, it's the cumulative effect of those small losses. Let's talk about real examples, stories of people who wasted their time and paid the price. Think about someone like Steve Jobs. He didn't waste time, he understood that time is the one resource you can't buy back. Every moment he spent building Apple was an investment in a better future, not just for him, but for millions of people. Then, think about the people who miss opportunities because they let distractions steal their focus. They look back and think, if only I had started earlier, if only I had focused, if only I had used my time better. Every day you spend wasting time is a day you could be building the future you want. So ask yourself, what opportunity am I missing out on today because I'm letting time slip away? Let's zoom out for a second. What happens when you keep wasting time day after day, year after year? The consequences can be huge. Unfulfilled goals, missed career opportunities, a sense of regret. In the long run, wasted time leads to a life you never intended to live. How many years have you let slip by because you didn't use your time wisely? It's easy to think we have all the time in the world, but the truth is time doesn't wait for anyone. If you don't make every moment count, you risk looking back one day and realizing how much time you wasted. Now you know the cost of wasting time. But here's the good news. You can take control. Time management is your key to unlocking the full potential of your life. Time management isn't just about organizing your day. It's about making every moment work for you. It's like having a GPS system for your life. When you plan your time and prioritize what matters, you know exactly where to go and you know the quickest path to get there. The real weapon in this fight against wasting time is focus. Focus is what allows you to cut through the noise and make significant progress. Imagine you're in a race. You're not looking at the crowd or the scenery. You're not distracted by other runners. You're focused on the finish line, and that's how you need to approach your goals. When you focus, nothing gets in your way. You stay laser focused on what matters, and every step you take brings you closer to the finish line. One of the keys to managing your time well is prioritizing. Ask yourself what really matters. What can you do today that will get you one step closer to your goals? By identifying your priorities, you can stop wasting time on things that don't matter and focus on what truly moves you forward. Now, let's talk about schedules. A schedule isn't just something you do for your work. It's the blueprint for your success. When you create a schedule, you're not just filling time, you're allocating time for things that matter. Simple. If you don't schedule your time, you won't accomplish anything. You'll just end up reacting to whatever life throws your way. Finally, there's the rule of no. You need to start saying no to distractions, to commitments that don't align with your goals, and to anything that doesn't help you make progress. How many times have you said yes to things that pulled you away? A schedule. You're not just filling time, you're allocating time for things that matter. Simple. If you don't schedule your time, you won't accomplish anything. You'll just end up reacting to whatever life throws your way. Finally, there's the rule of no. You need to start saying no to distractions, to commitments that don't align with your goals, and to anything that doesn't help you make progress. How many times have you said yes to things that pulled you away from your own goals? It's time to stop saying yes to everything and start saying yes to the things that really matter. Fear and procrastination are two of the greatest internal enemies that rob you of your time. They're the silent killers of productivity, creeping into your mind and holding you back when you least expect it. Fear doesn't just waste time, it robs you of the courage to act, the courage to take the first step toward your goals. Let me tell you something. You control your actions. Fear is just a feeling, and procrastination is just a habit. You have the power to overcome them. But here's the problem, they feed on each other. You fear failure, so you procrastinate. You procrastinate, and the fear grows stronger because you know you're not making progress. It's a vicious cycle that traps you in inaction. When you give in to fear, you're letting it control your time. You're letting it dictate your decisions. But you can stop it. You can make the choice to act. Even when you're afraid, you can choose to take that first step, no matter how small that first step might feel uncomfortable. But it's the key to breaking free from the paralysis of fear and procrastination. Fear doesn't control you unless you let it. Remember this: you control your actions. Don't let fear steal your time. Procrastination is the enemy of time, and it's also a killer of your dreams. It's the lie we tell ourselves: I'll do it later, but later never comes. Instead, you lose precious time, and before you know it, your goals are left unaccomplished. But there's a way to break this cycle. It starts with small actions, the 2-minute rule. If a task can be done in 2 minutes or less, do it now. Don't wait. If you're avoiding something because it feels overwhelming, break it down into smaller tasks, one step at a time. It's not about completing everything at once, it's about making consistent progress. Here's the key: procrastination thrives when you delay action. The moment you break the cycle and take action, no matter how small, you begin to rebuild control over your time. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. And every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. So, start today. Do what you can right now, and in doing so, you'll slowly but surely break free from procrastination. Discipline is the muscle that keeps you on track. It's what ensures that your plans don't fall apart, that your goals aren't just dreams, but actions you take every single day. Discipline is what makes sure that you stay focused, even when distractions are pulling at you from every direction. Metaphor. Discipline is the glue that holds your plans together. Without it, your efforts fall apart. You see, discipline isn't about rigid control or punishing yourself for falling behind. It's about commitment, the commitment to doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, even when it's hard. It's about building habits, habits that keep you moving towards your goals every day. Even when the journey gets tough, when you build discipline, it becomes a part of who you are. It becomes second nature. It's the small daily actions that lead to big results. The secret is consistency. The more disciplined you are with your time, the more you'll see your dreams come to life. The power is in your hands, and it starts with the decision to build discipline into every area of your life. One of the best ways to fight distractions is by developing healthy habits that support focus and discipline. Let me tell you something. Your habits shape your future. The way you spend your time today, the habits you build, are what will determine your success tomorrow. Start with a strong routine. If you wake up with a clear plan, you're already ahead of most people. Exercise is another powerful tool to keep you focused. It's not just about physical health. It's about mental clarity. When you move your body, you clear your mind and prepare yourself to take on whatever the day throws at you. Mindfulness is also key. Take a few moments every day to sit in silence, breathe, and center yourself. This helps you stay grounded and prevents distractions from taking over. And here's the kicker: habits build momentum. Once you start, it becomes easier to stay on track. A few minutes of focus here and there leads to hours of progress. The secret to conquering distractions is building habits that support your goals and consistently practicing them. The more you stick to your habits, the easier it becomes to shut out distractions and stay focused. Mental toughness is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. When things get tough, the mentally tough push through. They don't quit. They don't let setbacks or distractions throw them off course. They know that growth happens when you face discomfort head on. Success is not for the faint-hearted. It's for those who can endure the hardships, the challenges, and the tough days. But here's the truth. Mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Let's take a real-life example. Think of any high achiever you admire. They didn't get to where they are because everything was easy. They face struggles everyone does. But what makes them stand out is their ability to push through those struggles. They stay committed to their vision even when the road is hard. To build mental toughness, you have to embrace the discomfort. You have to be willing to put in the work, to face the challenges head on, and to keep going when you'd rather quit. It's about developing the strength to keep moving forward no matter what. Visualization is a powerful tool for staying focused and building the mental toughness needed to succeed. When you visualize your success, you create a mental blueprint for your future. You see yourself achieving your goals. You feel the success, the satisfaction, and the pride that comes with it. Commanding phrase. See it before you achieve it. Visualize your success every single day. When you can clearly see where you're going, it becomes easier to stay on track. It's like looking at a map before you set out on a journey. You know exactly where you're going and you know how to get there. Setting clear. Specific goals is essential for this process. You need to know exactly what you're working toward. Vague goals will only leave you drifting, but when you set clear, measurable goals, you give yourself a target to aim for every day. You must start seeing time as a precious resource, a tool you can use to build the life you want. If you treat time like an unlimited resource, you'll find yourself constantly falling behind. But when you respect your time, you unlock your full potential. Ask yourself, what if you started seeing every minute as an opportunity, not a waste? What could you achieve if you truly used your time wisely? Mastering time is about recognizing that every moment is an opportunity to make progress. It's about making conscious decisions about how you spend your time. When you respect your time, you set yourself up for long-term success in everything you do. Taking ownership of your time means taking control. You are the CEO of your own time. You decide how to spend every moment. No one else can make those decisions for you. It's up to you to decide how your day goes, what you prioritize, and where you put your energy. Powerful statement. You make the decisions, you decide how your day is spent. Taking ownership means being accountable. It means planning your day intentionally, sticking to your schedule, and focusing on your priorities. When you own your time, you own your life. Celebrating small wins is essential for building momentum. Every time you complete a task, take a moment to appreciate your progress. It doesn't matter how small the win is, it all counts. Commanding phrase. Every small win is a victory. Celebrate it and let it fuel you toward the next one. By celebrating these victories, you reinforce your discipline and focus. You remind yourself that you're making progress, and that motivation will carry you through to the next task. Mastering time today leads to success tomorrow. Time management isn't just about getting things done. It's about building the future you want. One step at a time. Encourage the audience to think beyond short-term satisfaction and focus on the long-term rewards. Time mastery is the foundation of lasting success. When you make time work for you, you're setting yourself up for greatness in every area of your life. Stop wasting time. Time is slipping away right now. What are you doing about it? Take control of your time and your future will transform. Powerful statement. Stop letting time control you. Take control of your time and watch your future transform. Time management and focus are your greatest tools in the pursuit of success. You have the power to create the life you want, and it all starts with how you use your time. Commanding phrase. The road to success isn't about luck, it's about how you spend your time. Every second is an opportunity. Will you use it wisely? Focus, action, and success. These are the keys. Every second is an opportunity to move forward. The question is, what will you do with that opportunity? Today is the day you stop wasting time. Take action now. Your future will thank you.